the project chair, the program director, and my fellow DMP students. My name is Mr. Mogu Edwin. I am a DMP student in UMass Global. In this video, I am going to present my stakeholder education plan as it relates to my project. This stakeholder education plan addresses in adult patients aged 18 to 65 years diagnosed with hypertension. What is the effectiveness of daily text message reminders compared to no text message reminders in improving medication non-adherence in 12 weeks? The aims of this study are to implement evidence-based practice in a health care setting, the ability to lead a change, and to identify significant stakeholders. The objective of this presentation is to convince stakeholders about the benefits of this project so that the proposal will be accepted. The targeted stakeholders are the hypertensive patients aged 18 to 65 years and health professionals, particularly nurses, who are specialized in providing care to hypertensive patients. The role of nurses in this proposal is to provide extra care through sending text message reminders to their patients to eliminate non-adherence to medications. This can be done through scheduled daily text reminders that can be set in designated mobile phones. On the other hand, the role of these hypertensive patients is to adhere to these reminders or to assign their caregivers to remind them about their medications through template text messages formulated by their nurses. Now, I want to talk about the nursing or educational theory and conceptual framework. The nursing or educational theory for this project proposal is Dorothy Oriem's self-care deficit theory. One of the concepts of this theory is that people should be self-reliant and responsible for their own care and others in their families. Another concept is that nursing is required when adults or dependent persons are incapable of or limited in their ability to provide continuous effective self-care. Gonzalo and Newslab, 2023. In this proposal, this population of patients aged 18 to 65 years with hypertension and medication non-adherence is incapable of remembering to take their medications. They become non-adherent. Hence, the use of text message reminders to remind them to take their medications becomes the solution for their medication non-adherence. This theory promotes self-care for the purpose of maintaining the overall health and well-being to prolong life. It encourages individuals to care for themselves, but with the guidance of nurses so that they will know how to properly implement self-care effectively. Gonzalo and Newsland, 2023. This theory will be the guide for a conceptual framework designed to educate hypertensive patients who are the focus of this proposal. They will be taught regarding the text messaging system to remind them of their medications. Moreover, they will be educated on how important it is to adhere to these reminders for their own benefit. Gonzalo and Newsland, 2023. Next in my discussion is the educational intervention as it benefits the stakeholders. The proposal promotes the sending of text message reminders to patients to improve adherence to medications. The potential value of the practice change is that it can help improve the quality of life of hypertensive patients to prevent further complications such as stroke and heart-related diseases. The goal is to guide them to care for themselves so that they can continue to live their normal lives. The nurses and patients are the stakeholders that will be taught about the value of the project. They will be kept informed about the progress of the project through letting them know how the targeted population has improved in their medication adherence and reduced their ED visits and hospitalizations. What stakeholders can do to facilitate the project is to follow up through text messaging. The nurses are one of the stakeholders in this project, but the patients are the primary stakeholders, since they will be the ones to care for themselves. The nurses will facilitate the text messaging, but the initiative will be implemented by the patients themselves. Also included in this presentation is the implementation plan. To implement the proposal, a nurse who will be the main contact person will be chosen. She or he will lead the text messaging, facilitate the entire project, assign his or her subordinates to perform specific roles, and set up meetings and communications with other nurses and patients. A trial or dry run will be made before the 12-week experiment begins. Once the patients and their caregivers at home, as well as the communication teams, are oriented with their respective roles, then the trial will begin. The patients, with the help of caregivers, will record their daily medications to show whether they have adhered to the text messages or not. Then, they will report to their assigned nurses as a weekly basis. Then they will report to their assigned nurses on a weekly basis, where the nurses will input the data, analyze them, and conduct meetings to improve the project. That ends my presentation, and here are my references. Thank you.